Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final master core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's stand-ins. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. you do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well...
Hey.
Pardon me.
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. They must think we're just damons from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourselves.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Burn it down! Severing wind! Take this!
They might be black. Now you see what I can do!
Here I come! Mirage! Take this!
They might be black.
Try this! I have no limits!
Thanks for the healing. Watch your back, okay? Yeah.
Here I go.
You too. Do it!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and...
Yeah.
Hey. Hmm?
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renins tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Heros is unlike Menencia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So,
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
so they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renins. The Renins were the ones who did it.
They killed us! Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing! How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind and will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Oh?
What?
Yes!
Just great. What?
What?
Yes!
Yes!
Nice.
Sorry.
Yes.
Just great.
White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible. Yes!
What?
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well...
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah! Huh?
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting to thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Huh?
Well... Yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything? As long as it's round and flies?
Okay, off we go.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water... is not going to hurt it.
Your Mama Blade!
Glacial
Not
Steel!
so fast!
Here's the evil!
You're finished!
I shall ensure you survive this.
It's on! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman
Here
handle
I
it!
come! All yours!
Raging Sword! More Arch Field! Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn!
Eternal
Eternal devastation!
This one's mine!
Eternal devastation!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dance in the wind!
Can't get out of this!
Strike! Come and face me!
There with the others!
It's over! The
into the
flame
fray.
inside me!
Mega Ray!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's
Now!
the flame of
Down
fury!
the
Burning strike!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Little help!
Mirage! Take this!
On your
Mega Photon Flash!
Mirage!
Here's flame of fury! Burning
resonate with the earth.
Rising Falcon!
On your knees.
Flame Blade!
Burning strike!
You're finished!
All in order.
Rising Falcon!
this. I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The heavens must be smiling.
Right, here goes! Rising Falcon! Eternal
Death on the
Devastation!
wind.
Reload! Shining Supernova!
Eat dirt!
I'll grind you in
Now.
the dust.
Rising
Get out
Falcon!
there with the others!
Elusive
Eternal
leader. I'm ready!
Devastation!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. Go no further!
Mirage!
Take this!
Eternal Devastation!
Where are you going?
Devastation!
You got company!
Mirage!
If they rush you, you gotta just recover, okay?
Take this!
I'll smash you!
Downfall! I'm out of ammo!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Mirage!
Heal!
Thanks! The flame inside me yearns to be
Do
right
it!
for you!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance!
Unclean Surge! Lunar Corruption!
You're my
Gemini Aqua!
Rising Falcon!
Hydravium! Flame of
Eternal
Defiance!
Devastation!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn!
Photon Flash! Burning
Shimmering Wind!
Laser Spear!
Here I come!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique?
We're stronger together than we are apart. I won't forgive you!
Resonate with the Stay calm. I shall provide
Not
assistance.
today!
Here!
On your
Crush!
knees.
You're mine! Solar Blade!
Flame of fury!
Pressure.
Soaring Alpha!
Glade of fear!
Here's evil!
Blind freak.
Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Here!
Next!
Not a chance to be seen.
Blue escape!
This swirl!
Mirage!
Prison!
Rotating
Soaring
sword.
Do it!
Alpha!
Ice prison!
Blew away!
Let's refrain from losing. Discourteous, aren't you?
Mirage!
Mega Roton Blast!
No further!
Lightning Condemn!
Crush!
Can you take it by me? To slash! Catapult!
Eternal devastation!
Time
Do
to
it!
let go!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Think we can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Eternal devastation!
Lunar corruption!
Eat
Here,
this!
let me help!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Go for the weak point!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Armor won't save you! A thrilling
I
performance.
owe you one. You're finished!
Far enough! Glacial spear!
Pierce evil! Not in your dreams!
Can you take it?
Eternal devastation!
Steel force! More where that came
It's
from!
time.
It looks like you got
In a
this one
bind.
covered! Lunar corruption! Tempest swirl!
By the power of water!
Eternal
My
devastation!
astral energy!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Come forth, Kelly Glimmer!
Arts required by the law! This one's mine!
Benediction light.
Here I come!
Heal!
Water! Hear my sword! Where are you going?
Ready and will! Begin!
Here, let me help!
Eternal devastation!
Can you take it?
this!
You're mine!
Solar Blade!
I'll
I'll take you all on! Eternal blast! Blue escape!
Lightning orb! Illuminate the dark! Come
Resonate
forth!
with-
Leave the charges
to me! Onward!
Severing wind!
Armor won't save you! Do you require a hand?
Lunar corruption!
Eternal devastation! This one's all mine! Solar Blade! Eternal devastation! Eternal devastation! You're mine! Crush! You're finished!
Hear my
Eat
call!
this!
Resonate with the earth!
Take this! Crush! My turn!
Will this help?
No further!
Healing circle! Here
Thanks!
go get it!
Solar Blade!
I'll
Take
thank
this!
you! Take
Thanks,
this!
Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
better.
Strike!
Eat dirt!
Eternal
Where are you
devastation!
going? Got it!
Eternal devastation!
Now's our chance!
Wind astral energy!
Freeze Lancer!
Lightning condensed! Thunder flame! Illuminate the
Eternal
storm! Magic
devastation!
advance! Holy land!
Nothing gets by me!
I'm out of
They
ammo!
smite with the flame inside me, yours to be let
Into
free!
the fray!
Resonate with the earth! Swallow blade!
Here's a healing
You
arc!
picked the wrong fight!
First
Take
aid!
this! Take this!
Another incantation ruined.
Now you see what I can do! Reflect on thy sin.
They fear strong.
Here I come! Swallow blade!
Confiscated!
Through me.
Eternal devastation!
Alright, malevolent!
I'm not done!
Magic advance!
Where are you going?
Swallow blade!
Sleep now!
No escape!
Let's get you all tucked away! Radiant light! Light astral energy! Reload!
No further! It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Illuminate the storm!
You're mine!
Holy land!
Penumbra!
Rotating pile
Lightning!
Swallow blade! You picked the wrong fight! Crush!
Gale force! Ready!
No more playing nice!
Crush!
Searing flame!
Take this!
Now back into the fray!
Penumbra! There!
Don't mind if I do!
Crush! Take this!
Heal!
Okay,
Primed
here
and
I go!
I never miss!
Shining supernova!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Annihilation! Showtime! Radiant spear!
Eternal devastation!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Radiant light!
Swallow blade! Eternal devastation!
Downfall!
Take this!
I'm out of air! Back into the fray! Annihilation!
Now you see what I can knock it into next week!
Reload!
Eternal devastation! You're mine!
Here's evil!
Eternal devastation!
Freeze Lancer! Gale!
Take this!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! Not on my watch! Enemies immobilized! Hear my call! Spread! Thunder field!
Crush! Here I
Where
come!
that came from! One more!
Eternal devastation!
Mega ray! Illuminate the dark!
No! Stand here!
I couldn't make it in time.
Annihilation!
In a bind?
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
Handle it!
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You're right. I'll bear that.
They smite with blackened blade!
Swallow blade! Slash!
Proton spin!
Crush! You're mine! Swallow blade!
Where are you going?
Negative time! Swallow blade!
Hear my call!
It's over! Burn it!
I'm almost impressed.
How praise coming from you?
I said... Almost. I can't heal you forever.
Eternal devastation! You're mine! No escape!
Radiant flood! Illuminate the dark!
you!
Touch forth! Holy glimmer! Here I go!
Eternal devastation!
Focus your attack.
Holy land! I can do this all day! Radiant
I'm not
spear!
done! Eternal devastation!
Can't be perfect again!
You're finished!
My turn! Ice prison!
Eternal devastation!
Watch and
Let's go! Severing wind!
An expert, come through! Not in your dreams!
Glacial spear.
Piercing, illuminate the dark!
The earth
Wait,
glows.
closer!
In a
bind?
Leave the charges to me. Far enough.
No escape!
Do it! Illuminate the dark! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Well done!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah! Seriously?
Hey!
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy. All right, it's done. Apologies for the wait, you guys.
That's a lot of fish you've cut up again, Kisara.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going to eat them, it's best to do it while they're still fresh.
Was it difficult slicing up that many fish?
No, I'm used to it. It's no big deal for me at this point.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but I've never really understood the appeal of sashimi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with big catches when I fish.
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some of my spices to it.
Hey, yeah, that might work. I'll just put some of this here.
What's wrong, Law? I've never seen someone jump up and sprint off that fast.
He ran as soon as he took a bite of that sashimi.
Was he crying because of the taste?
I don't think the sashimi is the problem here, guys.
Okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here? Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
see what you've got.
Hurricane Thrust!
Take this! Radiant
Negative wind!
Holy
Reflect on that.
Mirage!
They
They're
might
surrounding
win!
us! Reload!
Here I come!
Lunar Gradient!
You finished!
Dance in the wind!
Flying freak!
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Sion,
Save
can
your
you take care of them?
compliment. No sooner said than done.
Leave the enemy's art to me!
I'm not done!
No complaints here!
There!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Thank you! Elusive deity!
Wind! Mirage! Hurricane!
They smite my lightning blade.
Now! This! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Let's see what you've got.
Demon Fang!
Demon
Demon Fang!
Dance on the wind.
Eternal Devastation! Eternal Devastation!
Elusive deity.
Vacuum Blade!
Magic is out!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, that sounds more appropriate.
Let's talking
I'm
more
ready.
to
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Over so soon?
There.
Discourteous, aren't you?
There! This one's all mine!
Radiant Flash! Reload!
Crush!
Dance in the wind!
I'm not done! Tear! You're mine! Devastation! Mirage!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Here I come!
Now!
There!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well.
What a rush.
Coming through!
Mirage! Here I come!
The earth throbs in pain.
Where are you going?
Demon Fang! Eternal
Stay
Devastation!
calm. I shall provide assistance.
There!
I'm ready!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
My turn!
The enemy wields all tools.
You'll soon see about it. Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Now!
Lightning!
Oh, thank you!
Hey, drinking orb! Dance in the
Elusive
wind!
deity! The flame inside me is yours to be let free!
The stockpile!
Sword Rain Alpha!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on up.
Now!
Devastation!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
No choice! Mirage! You're mine!
Take this!
Strike!
Lightning orb!
It's over!
Water, hear my call! Light after blood in the wind!
Here I come!
You apart! Bloody howling!
Get on your knees! In an instant! Impact Claw!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
We should be able to cook here.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
Let's see what you've
Expert
got.
coming through!
Mirage! Here I come! I'm not done!
A drinking orb!
It's all come one, come all! Take this!
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Mirage!
Rending you apart!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This is the power of the blazing sword!
The spray from this waterfall feels so good!
Seriously, makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade!
No further!
More for the stockpile! Having Flame of Fury!
They got fire!
I got
The
it!
enemy
Oh,
will
better
arm
mark
you.
than that! You'll soon glide behind your
All
uses!
yours!
I'll smash! I'll show you how useful I can be!
Astral Energy! Lunar Correction! Let the marksman handle this!
Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth!
Not in your dreams!
Stalagmite!
Now, annihilate! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
An opponent like this should be easy.
You're
mine!
Where are you going?
Ruin Gate! Crush! This one's all mine! Eternal Devastation!
I shall feel you where you stand.
Eternal Devastation! Ha! Burn in hell!
It's almost too strong.
Now, Riddle! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Mirage!
Naturally!
Astral art?
That's my cue! Do it!
Shut him in an instant! Impact Claw! Not a chance!
Illuminate the dark!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up. The heavens... Must be smiling.
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
They're surrounding us!
It's go time! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Vacuum blade! Elusive deity! Here I come! Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
You're finished! Elusive deity! Severing wind! Take this! On your knees! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Ready to go!
We did it! My turn! Strike! Burn!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Raging storm! Searing flame!
Here
Do
I
it!
come!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
We managed to pull through.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Coming through! Mirage! I'll take you all on! Vacuum blade! Wind! Mirage! You're finished! Wind!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Not on my watch!
Demon Fang!
I never miss! Do it!
Illuminate the dark! Lunar corruption! Holy
Thursday
quiver!
fifth
Holy
dollar!
lance!
I'm ready!
Mega ray!
All yours, Kisara!
Great!
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch? Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Damn it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Raging cascade!
You picked the wrong fight! Eternal
Here's the
devastation!
healer!
Demon Fang! I owe you one!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Coming through!
Illuminate the dark!
It would appear I attract too much attention.
Demon Fang!
I never miss!
Denied!
No escape!
Downfall!
You're finished!
I'll
Demon
do it!
Fang!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry
Mother
distraction.
Dawn!
There's still more to
Leave the
go!
enemy's arms
Eat
to me!
No complaints here! Severing wind!
Do it here!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Now! Mirage! Severing wind!
Radiant
Radiant
here!
devastation! Mirage!
Spear! Here's evil!
They smite with black blade!
Shining
Can't get out of this!
Crush!
Everyone hanging in there?
Guess I misread the landing.
Come one, come all!
Hold on to your arts!
Mirage! Burn! Demon
Not
Fang!
in your dreams!
This one's mine!
Everlasting darkness.
Severing wind!
Negative gate.
Mirage! There!
With astral energy!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Holy glitter!
I can carve through armor! Demon Fang!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Now! Take this!
Resonate with the earth.
Wind!
Select might.
Mirage! Severing wind! Take this! I have no limits!
On your knees.
Vacuum blades! My turn! This one's all mine! Vacuum blade!
Holy land!
There!
Do it!
Vacuum blade!
Not be forgotten.
Don't get complacent.
There.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Ignite!
Here's evil!
Severing wind! Tear! Soaring! Mirage!
Gale force! Hydration!
Prepare to be sealed, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Light confiscated!
Down on
I
the ground.
never miss!
Rotating pile driver. Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. There.
Come and face me! Mirage!
Here I go! One more!
I'm not done!
Armor won't save you.
Demon Tag! Crush! Vacuum
Illuminate
blade!
the dark! Come
Soaring
forward!
blood!
In a bind.
Holy land!
It's over! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! My chance!
Reload! Hydration!
You're mine! I'm not done!
I'm ready.
My turn!
Down on the ground.
Mirage! Here I come! Vacuum blade!
Radiant blast! I'm out of ammo! I'm all stuffed
Take
up!
this!
Mega ray!
Elusive deity.
Now!
Rotating pile
Seven
driver.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
This should be a good place to fight.
Wow, Kisara! It's so big!
You're talking about my shield, right?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah! No! You did it!
Really?
Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of... Anapharos.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Helping, this is bad! Look at the sky!
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird light shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Let them
Take it right there!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Here I come!
In a bind.
It's going!
In an instant!
Impact Cross!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Onboard me. The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Here I come!
Into the wind! Air thrust! Light astral energy! Illuminate now!
In an instant!
Impact Cross!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories. We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it Wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.